Well, good evening, everybody. This is WBKB Meteorologist Ryan Crump. Hope you all having a good evening so far. Getting prepared for winter storm number 2. That's what we're getting prepared for, because guess what? We're under a winter storm warning. Once again, just like we saw back on Tuesday. And this is going to go to January 13th, which is Saturday at 1 p.m. So conditions will quickly deteriorate as we go through your day on your Friday and into your Saturday with strong winds, heavy snow, and whiteout conditions. So again, going out, I will wait until at least the worst of the storm has passed through before we begin to think about going out. So yes, winter storm number 2 is one of my to expect. And then, of course, we're going to worry about wind gusts, guys. That's going to become a major issue, too, because we're going to be talking about wind gusts as high as 55 miles an hour. And guess what? Some isolated spots might be hitting 60. That is strong enough to knock down trees, power lines, and cause power outages. So, again, if you do see a downed tree, do not go around, do not go through it, go around it, or go find another path. Now, of course, after all this is all said and done, a cold air is going to come into the area. And we're going to see temperatures drop into the teens and single digits for highs. I'll show you that as we're going to do the 7-day forecast here. Now, of course, Alpena, we saw a high temperature, guys, of 32 degrees, right at the freezing mark. 24 degrees was the overnight low. So, again, temperatures didn't move very much. Again, we didn't have a whole lot of sun, so we didn't have that solar radiation to help warm us up. 51 was the record high. That occurred back in 2018. Negative 20 was the record low back in 1984. So again, tomorrow morning, I'm not expecting very much in the way of heavy snow, but we might get a little bit of snow here and there, depending on where you are, especially if you're further inland. But as we go through the afternoon hours, that's what the snow and the wind is going to pick up. And that's going to continue as we go through the overnight hours. It's something we're going to have to definitely watch. After we all said and done, guys, our temperatures are going to take a big hit. We're going to be right back down to teens. Yes, teens for highs. This is going to go through most of next week. So yes, it's not going to be a very warm. We're going to have a very cold week coming up as we go through here. Temperature outlook agrees with me too, guys. We're talking about much colder air than normal here. This dark purple and this purple indicates that we got much colder air, and that's going to go through pretty much January to 20th. And this pretty much covers through the plains, the Rockies, the Great Lakes, the Midwest, all the way up to the Northeast. Everybody's going to experience, even further south, you can see below average temperatures, at least a probability of that going through next week. So no warmer temperatures on the horizon anytime soon for you all. Now let's get you the bigger picture here, guys. Here's the big storm system that's coming through the area on our Friday into our Saturday, bringing us lots of snow. Now, of course, if you're further along the coastline, you might see a little bit of rain. That's why I'm going to cut down the totals of snow, which I'll show you in just a moment, of how much we're going to be getting here. Now, let's give you a closer look of the snow that's going to be coming through. Now, again, as we go through your Friday, about 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, you're going to see, of course, the inland areas, Gaylord, Grayling, and of course, Kingsley. You're going to begin to see a little bit of snow coming to your area. But as we go through your afternoon hours, this snow is going to become more widespread and engulf the entire Michigan area. Now, I'm stopping it here because I want to show you there's a little bit of rain that's along the side. East Tawas, Hubbard Lake, even parts of Alpena County could get on a little bit of rain with this, so a little bit of slushy, wet snow. This means that I'm going to have to cut the totals down, meaning that our temperatures will be a little bit warmer in this side. But if further inland you go in, this is where I think it's going to be all snow. It's going to be all snow in this area, something that, again, if you have to go out, I will not advise it unless it's an absolute must to go out. So I think we're going to stay quiet as we go to the early morning hours on Friday. As we go to the afternoon hours, that's when we're going to begin to see the snow begin to increase and really intensify as we go through the overnight hours, especially the wind, that and the winds. That's what we're going to have to worry about going forward here, guys. And I'm expecting most areas to pick up 8 to 12 inches here, except along the coastline. Again, when I was talking about the rain, this is where I cut it down just a little bit because I think we're going to see a little bit of rain, and that's going to help influence our totals here going forward here, guys. Now, of course, the whole big picture here, 11 inches. This is going through Sunday around 4 in the morning. That's where we're going to be pretty much ending off the snow. So again, Alpena 11 inches, Osceola 10. Grand Rapids is going to be seeing about 10. Sheboygan about 7. Gaylord is going to see 7. So again, I'm thinking that they're underdoing it just a little bit here when it comes to the inland snow totals. I think along the coastline we're going to see just a little bit less in terms of snow. Of course, I told you that snow is not going to be the only issue we have to worry about. We have to worry about the winds. Look at Roger City. We're talking about almost 40-mile-an-hour sustained wind gusts, guys, that we're talking about here. So that means wind gusts could be as strong as 55, even close to 60 miles an hour here, guys. Again, like I mentioned earlier, enough to cause trees to fall and power lines to fall as well. So again, be very careful if you have to go out. Very dangerous situation here. Now tonight, we're going to be mostly cloudy. The calm before the storm. Overnight low is going to be about 14 in Onaway, 15 in Alpena, 20 in Roger City, 25 in Harrisville, 26 in West Branch, 28 in Tawas, 27 in Oscoda. Again, especially as we go to Friday afternoon, tomorrow afternoon, we're going to start to see the snow develop, and winds will begin to pick up. We can see wind gusts as high as 50 miles an hour, even with some additional isolated higher amounts in some of the spots. High temperatures are going to be about 31 degrees in Roger City, 32 in Alpena, 35 in Oscoda, 35 in Tawas, 29 though in Onaway. So 7-day forecast tells us this. Friday, we're going to see that winter storm brewing in the area, especially in the afternoon hours. Then Saturday, we're going to see a snow pretty much the entire day. Temperatures will fall into the teens as we go through your day on your Saturday. Sunday, we're only going to be in the teens for highs. Overnight lows are going to be down into single digits, guys. So guess what? Look at this. Next week, temperatures are going to struggle to get out of the teens. 11, 9, 16, and 19. That's below average for this time of the year. But the first really cold air that we're going to see this entire winter season. So get ready for some much colder air behind all of this when we all said and done. This has been WBKB meteorologist Ryan Crump. Hope you all have a good evening and get prepared for winter storm number 2.